Hey guys, Wrestling Rambles 89 back again with another reaction video today. This time I'll be reacting to Stone Cold talking about refusing to put over Erik Watts. Now, over the years, a lot of people have said Austin could be difficult to work with once he got his top spot, or that he was stubborn sometimes about who he would want to put over. Me personally, I don't know, I wasn't there. Austin himself has admitted in the past sometimes he could be a bit stubborn and hard-headed, so I'm curious to actually hear it from the horse's mouth this time and see what happened with not wanting to lose to Erik Watts. So without wasting any more time, let's get started.
I'll never forget, man. I'd been working down there in WCW, and I can't remember how long I'd been there. I was still pretty new in the business, but I was having pretty good matches, and I just got finished working a loop with Sting. Nice. Sting, Jesus Christ, man. He was one of the top guy. Yep. I was having great matches with Sting, and he was beating me every night. Then I was having great matches with Ricky Steamboat, and either he was beating me every night, or we were doing Broadways, whatever.
Good stuff.
But I was going toe to toe with these guys. And a lot of more Broadways, but I put a lot of them over too, Sting and Steamboat. And then all of a sudden, hey man, I want you to work a loop with Erik Watts. And so we start working Broadways with Erik Watts.
Okay.
And I'm thinking, okay, 15 minutes. And then all of a sudden, hey man, we want you to put the kid over. And I was like, man, I just got finished working some hellacious barn burners with Sting, Steamboat, and I was good enough to do Broadways with the kid, and now you really want me to put him over? Yep. And Grizzly Smith was giving me these instructions.
Oh, I remember Grizz.
Yep. I said, Grizz, I ain't doing it. And he goes, well, Steve, why not? I said, I ain't. I said, man, I've been having these bust-ass matches with Sting and Steamboat, and I don't see myself getting beat by Erik Watts. And nothing against Erik Watts, but, shit, he was just 6 months in the fucking business.
Damn.
Yeah.
And, there comes a time, not in everyone's career, you're either going to get fucked on money, and you got to learn about money. You got to learn about the business. We keep going, trying to get this thing back to something that your students can take away from it. Yep. You got to learn the money game. You got to learn the political game, or how to play your cards, how to be a businessman. And then sometimes, as part of that businessman, is when to put your foot down, because, they told you that you weren't going to get beat. Then all of a sudden they pulled the rug out from you, and you got to do the favors. Well, all of a sudden that rug got pulled. It was only a spot show. It was a house show. Okay. But I said no. And the very next day, I think that show was on a Friday. The next business day was a Monday. And it got called right into Dusty's office, because once I refused, he put the call in. We did a Broadway, and that's when I got called in. He goes, Steve, why did you do that? And I told him, I said, hey man, I think I'm better than that. Yep. And he goes, this almost cost you your job. I said, well, I'm sorry about that, but that's just the way I feel. And anyway, they kept me on, and I didn't get fired. But I held my ground, and that was just one thing that I had to do at that time.
Yeah, so the way Austin described it, he had a pretty damn good point, I'm not going to lie. Erik Watts, if he is only 6 months in the business, not to mention he never really amounted to much anyway, almost certainly just because, of who he's related to, that's why they wanted to do it. Austin admitted he wasn't in WCW probably all that long, so at first I was wondering, maybe they're around the same level in terms of time in WCW. But if Austin was already there working Broadways with Sting and Ricky Steamboat, to suddenly just go to losing matches against Erik Watts, I can definitely see why that would be annoying to him and why he would have to say no. Sometimes you definitely have to protect your character, protect your spot, and Austin was always big on that. He's admitted it himself. And it almost cost him his job, but at the end of the day it didn't, because I think Dusty probably knew that, he's got more of a future with Stone Cold, well, Steve Austin at the time, than he would have with Erik Watts. So Austin, I can see why he would come across as stubborn to some people, but in this case I think he definitely did the right thing. So thank you so much as always for watching, hope you enjoyed. Be sure to like and subscribe so you never miss an upload. I upload new videos every single day. This is Wrestling Rambles 89, signing off.